Hey guys, we're back with another Pocket video, and today we're going to install something really cool. If anyone has ever heard of Half-Life, which I'm sure everyone has, then we're going to be doing that on the Pocket Chip. So first things first, you're going to want to go into your terminal, and from the terminal there's quite a few commands here that we're going to want to put in. Please note you do need to have Half-Life installed. You can get a copy illegitimately some ways, or you can just support a developer because it's dirt cheap on Steam, and just purchase it on Steam to get the folder you need. So first things first, you're gonna want to do a sudo apt-get update, and then once that is done, as always, we can then type in the command. Now I'm recording this differently today just because some of you guys prefer me not to be holding it, which is fair enough because it shakes, so hopefully you can see it clear enough. We're going to want to put in sudo apt get, and for those that don't want to follow along, just skip to the end of the video, near to the end, to watch the gameplay footage, but obviously some of you want to follow on, so yeah. So sudo apt get, and then we're going to want to install JIT, and I think I already have JIT installed, so it may come up with some funky errors. We're going to want to make, and then auto make, and then you're going to want to type in pkg dash config, and then a space, and then a libs dl2, and then dash the mixer, then dash, then dev, space g plus plus. I'm not sure where plus is on this keyboard. There. And that should be your first command, and then we want to press enter, and that should do it. I'm just checking it over, make sure it's correct. I think it is. Let's get pkg config libstl 12. Yeah, I think it's correct, so we'll just press enter. And then hopefully it will work through it. And it'll say, do you want to continue? So do we want to continue? Obviously the answer is yes. And there is quite a lot to install in this one, so if you've got a Pocket Chip that's full, you may want to reflash this or delete some things to get this to fit. And as you can see, it's installing it nicely, and once we've done that, we can go on to the next command, which is to install GL4ES, and I have used some devices with GL4ES before because they haven't been updated, but it's just another form of GLES basically. We should almost be done. And this is going to be a super long video because obviously we're just going to watch it do its thing, and we're going to input the commands together. And I told you something big was on the way. This was something that I wanted to do for about a week now, but just not had the time, and finally we have time. Right, so that's done. So that's all set up and sorted. So the next command is to get GL4ES, and we want to do sudo apt get. Excuse that 6. Get install and then CMake, chip. Again, some of you might already have this. Mali, user space, and this is, I think this is what they used when they updated the kernel to 4.4, but we'll find out. Because it may be that we already have it, in which case we need to do, yeah, so it's already the newest version, so we don't need to do anything with that at all, apart from we may need to git clone. We need to do the next section, I'm pretty sure, but we don't need to worry about the first section. If it's done, it's done. So we do HTTPS function / function M would give you /, but obviously I'm using the keyboard, so it's a little different. I think we need to do semicolon before we do / though. And then github.com. And then / and then PTIT capital S EB, and then / GL4ES, like so, and then we just press enter and it should clone. See, I'm not sure if we already have this installed, us guys have updated to 4.4, but we'll do it anyway. I can't imagine there'd be too much of an issue. Perhaps I should have reflashed the chip before I started myself, but there we go. So once that's done, it will create a folder called GL4ES, and we need to enter that folder. So we need to type in CD and then space GL4ES, and then we need to enter that folder like so. And then in there we need to CMake and then dot and then minus after a space minus. And then capitals shift D C.H.I.P equals 1, and then a weird one of those, and then make, I think we already have this, but we're doing it again, so just to show you guys how to do it anyway. That is the command, we just press enter. And then it will tell you the C compiler identification is GNU 4.9.2. Build files have been written, and that's how we do it. Then we just type in CD, and that'll bring us back to the chip. Next, we need to get a program called X-3D, and this is a program that was used in the Raspberry Pi quite a bit. It's like an engine or an emulation engine, I guess. It's sort of similar, but it runs in the background, so there's no GUI, there's nothing. It's almost like, I can't think of the word. It is, I'm sure it's an engine, like Unreal 4 is an engine. So we just need to clone this, and this is the next command. So it's git clone, and then HTTPS, and then it's semicolon // github.com again, and then / and it's capitals F W G and S, and then / X 3D, all lowercase, and that is your next command. And so we just press enter. Everything's going smoothly today. Something's bound to screw up. So we're back already, and then we just need to enter that folder. So we need to do cd x-3d. Oh, that rhymes. And press enter, and now we're in that folder. Once we're in that, we need to what do we need to do here? It says now cd to go back to x-3d. I doubt we're going back to x-3d. Right, so we're in the folder. Let's just try a few commands and see if this is what it means. Right, I'm a bit confused because that brings us back to C.H.I.P. And I don't understand how we're going to do that when we haven't even got the Half-Life files on there yet. So let's just enter that folder. Let's just try this command and see if something is there. So we need to just ignore me right now, don't follow along, because potentially this is not what we have to do, but I'll let you know in a second. Okay, perhaps that was something that we needed to do. My bad, you may have to rewind slightly and then pause it. Okay, and then it says make a directory and go into it, so we make the there's no space in between that, so make directory and then -p and then build, and we should make a directory in here. I'm guessing that's worked, and then if we do cd then build, we're actually in the x-3d folder and then in a folder called cd and then build. So next we need to actually paste the Valve folder into the x-3d build game launch folder that you created. Now I don't understand how we created a game launch folder when we didn't, we just created a build folder. But hey, we will put that into the build folder, and I will show you in a moment what folder that is, and we'll paste that in there and go from there. So basically there will be a folder like at the top of the screen right now called Valve in capitals, and I think this is the folder we need to copy onto a USB stick and head over or paste over into the chip. So I'm going to copy that over to a USB stick now, and then we'll be back with the Pocket chip. So basically we're just going to copy that folder over. Now I may have missed a step, so we may have to go back into that build folder. We'll do that next, and we'll see what happens. Right, so we copied over the Valve folder into the build folder, and there's a little step here, and it does say that it's not needed, but it does give us extra CPU optimization, although they don't do much. So in this we need to compile in the folder. So we'll do this now, just for shits and noodles. We'll cmake and then minus. If you don't want to do this, you can skip this part entirely. Shift DHL and then underscore SDK and then underscore and then dir and then equals dot forward slash HLSDK space minus and then capital DXAS H underscore and then SDL equals yes lowercase, then minus DXAsh capitals again, and then underscore and then GLAS in capitals and then equals and then YES, then space, then minus DXAsh again, underscore and then caps lock NANOGL equals no, then a space and then DXAsh again, all in capitals, underscore VGUI equals no. And it should look like that, and then we want a space. I think we want a space, or whether that's just the end of the thing, I don't know, but we want to press forward slash and then CMake, oh wait, forward slash, I think there's a space but I'm not positive, so we'll leave the space blank. We'll put and. Where are we? And woo, forward slash shift and then make. I think there might need to be a space between that, but we'll put a space there and then we'll do it and see if it makes any difference. Make, and then we just press enter and it says, right, so let's have a look at that line and just see if we need a space between here, and then we press enter and it's working. So yes, this is just doing some stuff, and apparently this gives us a bigger command list for CPU optimization. I cannot read today. And then we need to paste the val folder, which we already have done, into x-build/game launch folder that we created. Potentially this game launch folder is something that we need to just label Half-Life, but who knows. We could just do it. Okay. We'll end up with a few errors, but who cares? We just gotta hope that it works. So now if we go to cd build, hang on a second, so we got paste the val into the folder. We should have to move a required file. Copy from build.mainui to build /game launch. Copy from build/engine to build/game launch. Right, so if we go to CD, then build, then / then valve, and then press, and then do underscore, and then launch and see what happens. Alright, so CD build / valve, and we're in there, but it says no such file directory exists. Give me 1 second to figure this out, guys. Basically, it turned out we did miss a step. Now we have to paste the valve into XS3D build and then game underscore launch, which is what we created in the last command. So we need to just copy it over there, and it took like a second to copy over. So then we can move on to the next step. So it seems we have to compile something in the build folder, which I'm going to do now, and we'll see how that goes. So if you want to pause the video to follow along, then please do. Shift DHL underscore SDK underscore DIR equals dot / HLSDK space minus DXH, and then underscore SDL equals yes lowercase space DXH. So we're up to there so far, equals. We need like a speech. I don't know where to find it. Gotcha. Equals speech mark space minus DCMAKE underscore CXX underscore FLAGS equals speech marks again, and then minus MCP U equals cortex minus A8. Hang on. Equals speech marks. And we don't need the DSX CMake yet. Son of a bitch, do we? DCMake C flags equals speech marks MC minus space minus MCPU equals cortex A8 space mtune equals cortex A8 minus mfloat minus ABI equals hard minus FPU equals neon minus fun safe minus math minus optimizations and then speech mark. Then space minus DCMAE underscore CXX underscore FLAGS equals, and then more speech marks like before, minus MCPU equals cortex A8 minus engine equals cortex A8 space minus mfloat minus ABI equals HARD minus MFPU equals neon again minus funsafe minus math minus optimizations again, and then speech marks, and then dot forward slash and then two hands, and then two hands, and then make, and then press enter. And it's working! Well, hey! So we need to jit and clone a few things as well. So this video may or may not be in order, but this is the next step. So here we go. I think I already did this. Let's just check. Should clone. Maybe not. Nope. So we need to do this step. Then we need to go into that folder. And then we need to type in make space -f make file with a capital. It looks like a capital M. Make file dot RPI. Enter. And then we just type in C.H.I.P client. Oh wait, no. We can do .so like this, which is copy, and then space, then /. We can put a path in, so we can put /chip / what was it? / Do you know, we could do it manually in a minute, so just scratch all that right now. We can find that manually and copy that over in a second. So the next thing we're going to want to do is another JIT clone, and we do it like this. We JIT clone HTTPS function semicolon shift semicolon / github.com / PTIT capital SEB /HALFLIFE and then we press enter. And again we should clone that, and I brought up a nice tasty can of Coke to drink. Right, so once that's done, which is 1.5 megabytes, we then type in, we go into that folder, which is cd half-life /DLL, and then we press enter. And in this folder we want to make, and then -f make file with a capital M again, and then it's .rpi, and then press enter, and it should do sort of similar to what I did earlier. You need to find that client.so folder and then copy it to the path. We have to copy to the val folder, so we'll do that now. With the hl.so file, we need to copy that from the Half-Life folder that's just been made on the chip to Half-Life DLLs, I think, in the val folder that we had in the build folder earlier. So once we've done all that, we can then basically input this command, which I shall show you, which is here, and we input that command, and then we simply press enter. We do have to be in the X-3D build and game launch folder though, so make sure that you go to there and then put in this command and press enter. Now if everything be done correctly, you should come up with a screen like this, although for some reason mine has new game grayed out and I can't actually use any of these, which is disappointing because multiplayer doesn't seem to work too well. So if we click on multiplayer and then we click on internet games, we can actually have a look and see who's playing, and we can click on one and then click join game, and the frame rate is just downright unplayable online, if I'm honest with you. But you may actually have the new game available to play, so who knows. It has to download all this stuff every single time. Or is it downloading it all again? Because last time it downloaded a ton of stuff and then it launched. It may just be downloading one thing this time and then connecting. Yep, it looks like it only downloaded one thing, and as you can see, here is my character, and that screen will slowly go up and then we'll be left with FPS's. And you'll see that we're getting like 2-3 FPS. That's about it really. So multiplayer is virtually unplayable right now, which is a damn shame because potentially this could have been some fun, and I can't seem to access the single player. So if someone knows how to access that, then please do let me know in the comment section below, and we'll try that out in another video. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I shall see you very soon. Cheers. I just thought I'd quickly check before I made a mistake, and basically it seems like we should be able to start it by typing in map C0 A0 with a space in between from the console, like so, and press enter, and that should boot up the first map. But unfortunately I cannot initialize DLL/HL_I386. So I'm guessing I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to have a look and find out, and hopefully I will update you with another video with some gameplay. Anyways, cheers.